and share my screen. Great. So yeah, thanks for being here. Today we talk about embedding multimedia content in Pressbooks. So by the end of this session, participants will be able to identify types of multimedia that can be embedded in Pressbooks. Also learn how to embed various multimedia formats and also explore best practices for accessibility and usability. So what is multimedia? So basically, any combination of text, images, audio, video, and interactive content could be considered multimodal or multimedia content. And we use them in teaching and learning materials because we would like our students to be engaged. We would like to make the content more accessible through various styles or preferences. So in line with universal design for learning, and we would like to also enhance learning through multimodality. So adding multimodal content to Pressbooks pages makes the content more accessible, more engaging, and hopefully the learning more enhanced and more universal. So some types of content that we can add or embed in Pressbooks include images, audio, video, interactive content like H5P activities, Google Slides, Padlet, and also social media and other documents or content. All right, so we're here today with demo different types of content being embedded into Pressbooks. So for instance, we would embed a YouTube video in Pressbooks by simply copying the link to the video URL directly into the Pressbooks page. So sometimes we have to go further and copy the embed code, such as the case with X, formerly Twitter. So sometimes we can copy the URL directly into pages, and it would automatically translate into a thumbnail and embedded content. But sometimes we also need to retrieve the embed code and put it in the HTML editor within the Pressbooks page. So we will show examples of how this is done. So embedding content from X or Twitter requires grabbing the embed code from the post. So simulations, for instance, could be also embedded into Pressbooks, one of the great tools where we can find various science-related simulation activities is PhET's website. So this is a simulation from PhET about color vision. So with PhET, for instance, we just copy the URL directly into the page and it would automatically translate into a thumbnail. So podcasts, again, any combination of copying the link or copying the embed code would work or could work with different podcast platforms. For instance, in the case of Spotify, you could either copy the episode link or copy the embed code to the episode and use each. So SoundCloud, for instance, which is another audio streaming platform, you could just copy the URL and copy it directly into the page and it would translate into a embedded content. Padlet, which is also a very popular platform. So you could just copy the embed code into the HTML editor within the Pressbooks page and it would be working there. H5P could also be used in Pressbooks. We talked about this last week. So all you need to do is to just create your H5P activity and then copy the generated code to it and put it inside your Pressbooks page, and it would translate into an interactive H5P activity. And you can always also use the media library within Pressbooks. So if you have content which you do not host on other external platforms such as YouTube, Vimeo, etc., you could always add them to your library and then insert them into your text. Generally, uh, if the content is too cumbersome in terms of size, it's generally advised that that content be hosted on uh, let's say YouTube, and then the link to that video, for instance, be embedded into Pressbooks for various reasons, including also closed captions, because uh, YouTube automatically generates the closed captions, which can also be edited by the person to make sure they are relevant and they're correct. So yeah, the general rule about uh, hefty content is to host them elsewhere and then embed them. But if none of this works, you could always add images, audio, video to your media library and then insert them directly into your content. Here's a resource which goes over various types, embedding various types of multimedia. Feel free to check it out. And also some best practices regarding accessibility, usability, and copyright. So make sure your images have alternate texts for accessibility reasons, and your videos have closed captions or transcripts attached to them. And for usability purposes, keep the embedded content simple. And if it's a video, avoid autoplay and balance text and media. So abrupt embedding or presentation of content may not be useful from a pedagogical perspective. There's always need to be a balance of text and media. And then also don't forget to give credit and or ask for permission for the embedded content. Some further resources for you, yeah, to learn more.